Cheer, yes, sir. It's the Oddly Similar Podcast, episode number 8, and we are here. Live in effect. A lot of things to talk about, a lot of things to get into, so we're going to go right into this thing. My name is Rello, and to the right of me I have
DJ Hypa, what up?
DJ Dane-Ja.
It's your boy Darren.
Joan.
Ease.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How's everybody feeling? How was everybody Memorial Day? I know a couple people did a couple things on this Memorial. How was you guys' Memorial weekend and all that good stuff?
To the bag.
Bruh.
To the bog.
My Memorial weekend was fucking fire. I'm not even gonna hold you up. I've been DJing for a minute, and this is the most I ever DJ'd and the most gigs I ever had for like one weekend. And I mean, I told y'all last episode, had the Sweet 16. Yo, have y'all ever been to a recent Sweet 16 and this type of shit they turn up to? Mm-hmm. They listen to all that, all them young boys, all the Lil Tays, the 6ix9ines, and they still sturdy, they still Millie rocking and all that. Shit was fire. It was entertaining to watch. Everybody looked nice in there, all white. That was on Friday. Mm-hmm. Saturday, I did the Larive thing. Believe it or not, I feel like a lot of people went away for. They usually do. They go away. I'm talking about the roads were so clean. I got to my spot like ASAP. This is like the first time ever. But the clubs, all the events were still packed. I did my thing there. That shit was fire. And then I had Taj on Sunday. That shit was epic too. I had a good time. I got some unexpected bread. And listen, man, this is more motivation for me to not even want to stop doing this, man. I'm a proud DJ, man.
That's
DJ
always
Dane-Ja.
good money.
That's what's up.
Trying to be like Danger when I grew up. Yeah. I was at the Ayati. It was a brunch day party. It was definitely a good vibe. But I want to just mention that I had one of those Club A moments because the DJ before me was playing all the Frogbach and all that. So, you know.
Pasta shit?
Yeah. I was like, oh, man, that's what's up. So it definitely took me back. Of course, got on, did my thing, of course, and basically chill, watched the Game 7. Shout-outs to the Cavs. I called it.
Go.
I called it early. I did say
Let's go. Team LeBron.
Too early.
I did say the Cavs were going to come out the East, and then they sure did. So right now we're going to look forward to this final.
You said something else.
You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, it was good for me. It's all about getting a bag. You know what I mean?
That's all I know.
That's what it is.
How was your weekend, though?
Word.
That shit was cool. I went to a couple art exhibits with my girl. That shit was fire.
Dope.
Went to barbecues, got a little drunk, had a little hangover. So I had a great weekend.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
About you, Rob?
Pretty good weekend. Not too vibesy as normal, but it was still a good weekend. I went to a little barbecue thing, so that was a highlight. Got a chance to see the game. So
stop front, nigga. You got some pum-pum. That was your highlight, huh?
Nah. I actually didn't get into that endeavor this weekend. But, it was a good weekend. Good weekend. What about you, Ease, June? Y'all did anything this weekend?
Go ahead, June.
I ain't really do too much. I played it simple.
All right.
I mean, all right, so the elephant in the room, my weekend was shitty because my team lost.
Take that hat off.
Nope, I'm keeping the hat on. So Celtic pride forever, though. You know what I'm saying? Saturday, I went to a barbecue and I chilled with my nephew. And Friday, I ain't really do too much Friday. I kind of stayed in the crib and watched 13 Reasons. That show is crazy. I'm just now catching up, so don't spoil it in the comments, please. Yesterday was a chill vibe. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really do too much.
I'm gonna get to it.
Yes, sir. So we're gonna definitely keep this thing moving because we have a bunch of things I want to definitely get into. First and foremost, on the top of this list is Pusha T drops his album Daytona. I know we have a lot of different opinions on that. But what the biggest thing on the dropping of his album was Drake's response. Drake dropped the response record, his Dubby freestyle, kind of a response to the last track on Pusha T's album, Infrared. but he takes a lot of shots at Drake. So, you know, both opinions I want to get into. How do we feel about Pusha's album, and how do we feel about the Drake diss track, and also Pusha's response as well. He just dropped a response. So we could get into all of that, a little bit of opinions on all three of those things, fellas.
I think Pusha album is real good. I like Pusha album a lot. I was real surprised to catch that Drake freestyle, well, that Duppy freestyle same day. Like he had he pulled the trigger immediately soon as the album came out. So that and I fucks with that freestyle. Like that's a lot of bars and I mean he killed it. So
I just want to say that right now is definitely a good thing for hip hop. So we're gonna leave that trap shit aside for a while. Let's just get focused to the bars. If you're a fan of music, you're a fan of hip hop, this is something that you should definitely appreciate. And I haven't been excited for a battle like that. I mean, I know the Drake Meek was cool, but right now
it's a
different temperature now.
Yeah, it's a different. I was just about to say. I was just about to say the only difference is it's not Meek this time. We talking about Pusha T, somebody that's actually could rap. You know what I'm saying?
So Meek can't rap? Yeah, word. Meek can't rap?
I mean, Meek can rap, but I feel like Meek
he just didn't expect it.
Yeah, he didn't expect that.
He didn't have no retaliation.
What
he wasn't his feelings.
What you really want to say is he didn't handle it well.
He didn't handle it well, exactly. So thank you.
He was on tour.
I definitely feel like Pusha T initiated this, and I feel like at this point he's kind of living up to it. Mm-hmm. So I feel like at this point right now, a lot of people is rooting for Pusha. But like I said, man, Drake is a genius. So I feel like for all you know, he probably got like 3 other records stashed right now. So I'm looking forward to the response. But as far as the album itself, Pusha T album, I listened to the album the whole weekend, and I was kind of iffy because I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to feel about it. But the more I listened to it, the more I liked it. The production on it was dope. Santeria is my favorite song. I had that shit on repeat like the whole weekend.
Santeria.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's good, though. Like, I'm excited, you know what I'm saying? So I would hope Drake drops some shit at midnight, though.
That would be fire. That would be fire.
Crazy.
Nah, it was the energy. I'm looking for that same energy niggas was talking about before the podcast. June, where you at? What's going on? Because this energy's trash right now. What's up?
What about my energy?
Yeah. What was we talking about? What? How we feeling the bars? How we feeling the diss tracks?
Niggas was looking at me crazy, and like wasn't really feeling Pusha T shit like that. I give it a 6.5. Like,
why?
I
6.5. You disrespectful.
I'm just.
Are you
saying.
talking about the album? I'm talking about the diss tracks. I want to
diss
get
track
I want to get
like,
to that.
Honestly, the diss track I feel like it's just as regular. It's not no like. I
Be
don't know.
specific. You talking about Pusha T, right?
Yeah, Pusha T. I feel like the shit I just heard. I'm like, it's okay, that's nice, but I'm like, nigga, if you talking about you want all the smoke, I'm expecting you to put a nigga under 6 feet.
Yeah.
Like, y'all saying it's good or whatever.
I feel like
saying,
he's playing the same chess move as Drake, bro. He been asking for the smoke for a minute.
But it's my nigga. If I say my nigga, I can't say when I see him, I smack the shit out you, and then when I see you, I'm walking to you saying what up, what's up, what's good.
He didn't say what up. He didn't say
no, but I'm just saying. I'm giving that analogy. Like that's how I feel it is. Like the way he was talking about it, the way he was amping it, he was like, yo, I'm coming for Drake. I want all the smoke. And
I feel like the
that.
energy from the song right now is really there. As far like the energy, just like you said, the packaging.
Yeah. Like
okay. Like let it marinate. Let it get.
Sometimes you got to do
like
that,
you
bro.
Said, like you said, but like you said though, keep that same energy.
All right,
like now I feel like Drake is more of the aggressor in this battle.
The way I look at it like this: when Meek and Drake was going at it, Drake just teased you. I'm gonna give you a little charged up. This is what I'm gonna give you charged up.
Yes,
it wasn't a kill, but it was like, all right, here I'm just gonna show you the type of energy I'm on.
But that
then he came right after that, back to back. So that was like, all right, nah.
Yeah, back to back.
He
changed the whole.
Charged up was the appetizer. Back to back was the entree.
That was that whole.
He probably had the meal stash, bro.
That whole situation is different though.
How, bro?
That started off of Twitter. I just started off of Twitter.
This started. actually this.
Nah, they didn't start off of Twitter. No,
Nah, I'm not saying
He
this
been
started off
throwing
of Twitter.
shots.
I'm just saying.
Okay,
in
regardless
general.
of where it started, bro, it's where it's at now. It's on the beat, it's on bars, and niggas is going back to back. So it's like,
so I mean, you're supposed to be aggressive.
Ooh,
like
you
if
a fan.
if you talking like that, like you said, like y'all always say, keep the same energy. If you talking about you
I
want all
agree.
the smoke,
Okay.
like give him all the smoke.
I agree with you to an extent. It's just like, yo, if I'm
We
Drake,
specifically
hold
we
on.
specifically talking about the Pusha T track that came out today.
Okay.
What is called?
Okay, I don't know the name.
Story
of
Adidon or something.
Adidon. That's how you say that shit.
However you say that.
Drake is
Adonada.
doing things strategically, and I feel like Pusha is playing the game correctly. He's doing the same thing he's doing. I can't come. Drake is basically, like he said, Drake is hitting him with the appetizers. I can't come with a haymaker now, right? Why I say that? Pusha can't come with a haymaker now. He come with a haymaker now, and the shit is trash. It's like Drake's gonna come back with some crazy shit, and then it's like, all right, then it's gonna come off like Drake won, because it's like, all right, Push, you just gave me all you got. Now what you got? So Push is playing the same game he's playing. All right, you want to give niggas entrees? I got an entree for you too. Or you want to give niggas appetizers? I got an appetizer next time too.
I feel like in this, like, I don't agree with that. I'm not even a fan of that. Like, what the battles I grew up listening to, they went full throttle, bro. They went full throttle. I know it changed. I know it changed.
You got to go with the times, bro. You have to go with the times.
There's a business plan behind all of this, no matter what. But at the end of the day, as a real hip hop fan,
that's what we want, bro.
I don't want you to be teasing and being like, all right, let me see what he.
But like he just said, he could actually give the whole uppercut, and then the expectation that we had for Pusha T, it's like, that shit was weak.
Exactly.
This shit was weak.
I wouldn't even say that. I think he's on. His vibe is on. If I give you my all on this one, and then Drake come back give you his all, then what else I'm gonna give you?
Yeah, what else?
I'm not gonna give you everything right now,
bro. All these years you've been taking shots at this man. You got a lot.
So it's okay if that happens and he takes the L.
No. I ain't saying give all you got on one.
That's what y'all asking.
But that's what y'all asking.
I'm saying it could be. Like, you don't have to say all your points on one thing. Like, Jay-Z and Nas didn't do that. They spread the shit out on
two songs. Two songs each.
No,
it was just two songs, bro. It was Ether and Takeover.
Yeah.
Super Ugly.
Super Ugly was weak, bro.
What?
Nah, Super Ugly was weak. It was weak. It was weak.
It came out after Takeover, right?
Let's not say it's weak. Say Ether was better. Say Ether was better.
Ether was better, but for some reason,
don't say
Super Ugly was weak.
Put it this way: it was just comical, not even weak. It was comical,
bro. He said he left condoms on your baby seat.
It was comical, something funny though. Like
that ain't funny.
No, you know.
I'm trying to shoot you after saying that.
Comparing Takeover to Super Ugly, and Takeover
no one
was way better.
You're not gonna compare Ether to Super Ugly. You're gonna compare Takeover.
You can say the same thing with Nas. You can say Ether was way better than Last Real Nigga Alive.
Got Myself a Gun,
but Got Myself a Gun wasn't really like that wasn't a diss.
That wasn't a diss.
Last Real Nigga Alive was a diss.
So y'all don't take any credibility away with the fact that we don't know if Drake write his own shit.
I definitely do.
I don't take no credibility away from
that. But if you're gonna do that, then you gotta take credibility of Pusha is not really a battle rapper. He's not the one that type of diss.
But he's still writing his own shit though. I guess. We never had to question all the rappers y'all just mentioned that were in previous battles. We never had to question anybody's.
Because they pen game was
their pen game, or if they wrote for somebody. So the fact that Drake is his writing is in question. I don't know if that takes any credibility away.
The fucked up part about that situation is that because it was meant, because he has that stigma on him for maybe one project, I don't know, but because he has it, it's going to always follow him.
Of course.
So you're always going to, no matter how good the song, any diss song he comes out with, you're going to say, oh, I'm not going to give him all the credit.
Just like a baseball player that got caught injecting steroids. And they still, you're going to question every home run they hit.
And they still have their Hall of Fame records. They're still in the Hall of Fame. None of that takes away from if you
some of them be having very hard time getting in the Hall of Fame.
I don't care.
But they still do.
I don't care if that sticks with Meek. Drake's the type of nigga, he puts heat out. If that same heat comes back to you, you can't feel no way. Because he be doing that shit to other niggas too. He be with the whole Meek shit about that a world tour on back-to-back. Niggas 2-3 years later, niggas is still saying that. That's Twitter fingers Nigga, Twitter fingers is a saying now, bro.
that's
a shit is a fucking saying, bro.
But you can't blame that on Drake though.
I'm not blaming it on Drake. I'm combating what he's saying about it's gonna.
Oh, but Drake is not saying back to back though. He's like other people say it. He's not saying it himself.
All right.
How you feel about it?
I'm Team Push, but I try to be biased. I try to not be biased. I'm sorry when it comes to try to be subjective when it comes to it. And I just feel like automatically, this is just me. I feel like automatically once your writings is in question, I can't vote. I can't really vote
like I
for
said,
you.
so basically, if that's the case, then obviously Pusha win by default.
Yeah, to me, because I can't. Your writing is in question. I never.
I used to be against that until I found out your favorite artist don't write his own shit, bro. I'm pretty sure Jay-Z ain't write all his shit. I'm pretty sure Michael Jackson got ghostwriters, bro.
Michael Jackson and Jay-Z
Bro,
are
that's
two
two different things, bro. Hold on. Let me clarify you that. When you doing music and somebody is singing, they're using your voice as an instrument. So it's not always about if an R&B person or a singer write their own shit, because millions of people write for singers. Your voice is an instrument. Yeah, that's the whole part of it. But when you're a rapper, it's not supposed to be any question about.
All right, and my statement still stands. They got a lot of your favorite rap artists that got ghostwriters.
Yeah,
Ooh, none of mine.
Oh, you don't like Jada? Huh? You don't like Jada?
Nah, that's not. He's not in my top people.
Okay, but I'm saying Jada
is known. Jada, though, right?
Jada is known to be one of the best rappers out.
And he got ghostwriters.
That's not
but I'm saying
he got ghostwriters.
I'm not saying not ghostwriters, but I'm saying like I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he hurt my heart too.
But
he in my top five.
I'm pretty sure Sheik and Ghost probably
all
reference some tracks.
All of y'all things right now, what y'all saying is, probably. But Drake, there's no probably. These are facts that came out that other people have wrote for him. So I understand what y'all saying with the other rappers.
Other people other than Quentin Miller? All I heard is Quentin Miller. I'm just saying, is it other people?
Enough for one person to write more than one track.
No, I'm just saying, I don't know.
To me, that's enough. If it came out that it's factual evidence that somebody else wrote for you,
I agree. I'm not. But you just said other people, so I'm just saying who else?
I don't even think.
Other people one is enough to me.
No, I agree. But the way you said it, I thought you meant like you knew other people other than.
No. Quentin Miller's the only person I've heard of. But like I said, to me, once your writing is in question, I can't vote. I can't really.
So wait. So if he got a ghostwriter, he's automatically disqualified. That's I was just about to say. So indirectly, what you're
what's
saying.
the point? What will be the point of this battle?
True.
Is it?
I mean,
so
for the publicity.
So that's
negated.
It's Pusha T versus a squad of writers.
Come on, man.
I'm a fan of hip hop, so it's cool. It's cool for the hip hop purposes. I like it. It's entertaining. It gives you something to talk about.
But
for those purposes,
no matter how good a diss song is from Drake, you're not going to really.
No, I think that this song that Drake has right now is phenomenal. I liked it. I like the song, but I'm not going to. Really
You're gonna have that in the back of his head all the time when he.
If you're gonna use those type of criteria, then Push didn't really say shit that was fire. Like
to me, I feel like Push came up with a lot of shit that people got to think about. Like a lot of people didn't know Drake really had a kid. A lot of people didn't know Drake. A lot of people don't know about 40, how he got multiple sclerosis. That's why he's like that. Yeah. Like it's the stuff that Pusha said that people don't really like. Drake came out and said shit that like, oh, you could get, it's funny, it's clever, but.
People know that about 40 though, bro. People know that about 40.
I mean, people that's really in hip hop, but like a regular female or somebody that's not really like into hip hop like that, you ain't gonna automatically.
Some of them don't even know who 40 is.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that's to me, it's like, all right, Drake came out and said, yo, your brother push weight. Your cousin push weight. So at the end of the day, you just talking about shit that you know and shit that you never did.
Yep,
at the end of the day, it's the same. It's not the same, but
everybody know about the Clips and Malice, bro. Everybody know about. He's talking about shit that most people.
I'm not talking about what people know. I'm just talking about in general. Like you're talking about shit you never did. That is basically what he's saying. You've never did that, but.
I'm not debating anything. That's not my debate.
That's still all allegations, though. There's no proof of how you know niggas ain't push what he say he pushed.
Bro, listen. You can't do that, my nigga. The whole Virginia drug syndicate got knocked. If you was down with that, you was gonna get part of that whole. You was gonna get part of that whole what you call that thing, indictment and all that.
You calling
His
that
name was
calling
not
that
in
man a
at
snitch?
all.
Calling that man a snitch?
Is either he wasn't moving with them. Or he's a snitch, and I don't think he's a snitch.
Or maybe he just ain't
so
get
I
caught.
just think he wasn't moving.
All right, so back to Daytona. I feel like Daytona was a good album because I'm Team Push.
I don't give a fuck about the album. I just want to talk about the diss.
That was the name of it? The name was Daytona.
Yeah, Daytona.
What does that mean anyway?
It was fire.
Only thing Daytona I know is the car.
Me too.
Nah, there's a Daytona. There's a town called
There's a
Daytona.
town, and that's where they have the Daytona 500 and all that shit.
So you ask the question, but you know the answer.
No, I'm talking about what does the album mean. I know Daytona 500 is a racing shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
That's
about.
all I know about.
Yeah.
Right,
You said car.
Yeah,
Nigga, same shit.
Yeah. So going back to the question you asked, how did we feel about the album, and then how do we feel about the disc?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like Drake did a phenomenal thing by responding so quick. I didn't expect that. I didn't even think he was on the
expected
road.
that.
I didn't expect it.
I felt like he heard the album way before it
I
came
feel
out.
like he was too busy. Like, you know, he's Drake. You know what I'm
too
saying?
busy.
No shame to push, but like, you know what I'm saying? I felt like Drake is like, I ain't gonna respond to that little nigga. But for him to do that, I'm like, okay, like he's
taking it serious.
Yeah, he's taking it serious, and he like went bar for bar. Like he said some fire shit. Then
Yeah, when it comes to
With
this
the-
rap shit, ain't nobody too big to nothing. I'm sorry, got to go back there. But look at Cannabis and LL. LL was he was the king of hip hop, my nigga.
Nah, but
nobody knew who
you
Cannabis
got niggas
was.
that
but
Jay-Z the
Bro,
situation all
Cannabis
the time,
king.
bro.
What?
There
You
was
got
no
niggas
way
that
you
Jay-Z
couldn't.
the situation all the time.
What you say?
You got niggas that Jay-Z the situation all
Don't
the time.
respond.
Just
back
like,
in the
yeah,
day when
nigga,
everybody
you
was
ain't on
coming
my
at
level.
Jay-Z.
Why
Bro, there was
why
no
would I
way
talk to you?
LL could not respond to Candace,
bro,
bro.
the way
That
Can-
song was
Yeah, that song
it
was a
may be
hit,
one
bro.
of the best diss songs
That-
ever
that's
made,
why-
bro.
ever, yeah.
There's no way you can't respond to
That's
that.
why
I
it
don't
goes
care
back.
who it was.
That's what
nigga.
I'm saying. That's why it goes back to it don't matter if this person too big, he too busy. Nah, my nigga, a nigga come for you, bro. Nigga, you got to do what you got to do,
Nigga,
boy.
if that song wasn't as big as the buzz it got, LL wouldn't have responded to him.
Talking about second round
Nigga,
knockout.
yeah,
That
If
song is fire.
Yeah,
that
that's
song
just
is like literally the best diss track I've heard.
Nah,
in
nah,
my
hit him
life.
up, hit him up, hit him up, hit him up.
No.
Hit him up is like,
no,
hit him
Wait,
up.
wait,
lyrically,
lyrically? Hold on.
no,
You're telling me that's the
no.
number one?
No,
I low-key
that's-
agree with you, bro.
That's
I low-key
my-
agree.
Nah,
nigga.
I
That's
don't
my
agree.
favorite diss track.
That's your favorite.
I low-key
That's my-
agree,
but
bro.
I think
I low-key agree,
Yo,
my
ask-
nigga.
bro.
Bro, from the lyrics,
Every
to
single
the
thing.
beat,
Every
to
single
the
thing.
cadence,
Every
to
single
Mike
thing.
Tyson,
Bro.
like the whole shit was
I
perfect, bro.
googled top 10 diss records. Hit him up was number one.
I'm
I
talking
mean,
about me.
But that's your favorite. That's your
Yeah,
favorite. But
that's
I
me.
respect
That's
it.
Nigga, we don't care about Google. We talk about each other.
Another thing people don't realize the number one with Hit 'Em Up, nigga. There's other people on Hit 'Em Up.
A whole
yeah,
group.
the whole squad.
After
cared,
Pac,
but that
nigga,
shit was boring,
yeah,
bro.
Exactly. After Pac, nigga, you don't even remember none of these niggas. Get out the way, y'all. You don't remember them.
We
niggas.
just talk.
remember
mean,
that.
so-
That's
so-
all.
Little
So you
Some
can't
people
say,
remember.
I
so you
remember.
can't say
Hit 'em
that's
in
number
his
one.
back.
Yeah, you can't say that's the number one because that's
Niggas just
only verse you heard
niggas
is
just
Pac.
including Pac.
I mean,
Pac verse.
I heard all the verses, but I could see what you're saying.
Bro,
You thought the other verses was hard?
please listen to
Do you
Second
even
Round
remember
Knockout
these
when y'all
niggas'
leave.
names?
Nah.
Exactly.
But
So trust me, if a
Outlaws,
nigga was nice,
Whoever
the
Outlaws.
And he was an underdog.
I
That's
can't
what
name,
made it better.
I can't name
Yeah,
one
yeah.
outlaw, bro.
He killed
Nah,
that
but yo,
shit.
Drake. To me, that Duppy freestyle was just like, all right, cool.
I just feel
beat
like
this.
I
And
just
then
feel
once
like
you beat this, let's go.
Yeah,
to
all them shits on
I'm not
ice.
saying you guys, but I don't want social media getting carried away. All of a sudden, niggas is
I
pushing.
mean, you definitely can't do
And-
nothing about
and-
social
yeah,
media.
word, that's
can't.
always gonna happen.
What y'all
It's
think
just
about
annoying.
the
It's
artwork?
just annoying. It's just
You got
annoying.
niggas calling it a classic already. Like, you know what I'm saying?
What?
Bruh.
Calling what a classic?
Just this battle in general.
Chop
Nah,
it.
they reaching
Uh,
it. They reaching
yo,
it.
the artwork that Pusha T dropped today is very, very
Controversial.
very
Yeah, yeah,
controversial.
yeah.
Like that shit
That's
is
gonna,
crazy.
yeah, that's gonna.
So let me
spark up.
ask you. With that being said, if that is true, do we look at Drake in another light?
I do.
I would look at him a little differently.
I do.
How?
But look,
Why?
Because Drake's the
Blackface.
promo picture is
the black.
Drake in
Yeah, I just
blackface.
want to know. I'm
What a-
asking.
what a
He's
time,
saying
what a
it's a
time.
real picture.
I'm asking.
What a
I'm
time.
asking.
What a time. What a time.
So the promo picture for Pusha T's this is Drake in blackface, and the question is if it's real or edited.
Or
And
Photoshop.
if it's real, I probably would look at Drake a little different. I'm not gonna lie.
You're not gonna take away his talent, but is that gonna kind of make you like his music a little
Well,
less?
technically, Ralph said he don't have talent because he don't write his own shit.
I'm not saying that. Y'all taking niggas statements.
taking
and-
that shit way
I don't have time for it. Go ahead. What you said, Dane-Ja?
You pulling a June right now.
yeah.
Nah, I wasn't saying that.
That's like you just asked a good question. That's gonna make you stop listening to music.
Nah,
or
I ain't
listen
say
to
if
music
you're gonna
less?
stop listening. Like
It made me
basically
look at him
your
a little
whole
funny.
view.
If
I mean, you could take part in stop listening to music too.
I'm not good. It'll just make me like honestly. Are we gonna stop listening to Kanye after he did all the shit he did a couple
No.
weeks ago?
Like I've been listening
So
to
it's like-
freaking graduation like last week.
So it's
Ain't gonna hold
like
you.
it's just a give and take. What do you?
I wouldn't boycott his music, but I would just look at him as an
Like,
individual.
individual. Yeah, I got you.
Word, you funny.
Kind of, bro.
What was
You
that?
have no dignity. Like I would
Nah,
look at him like
exactly.
that.
Why would you do that?
Yeah,
Like,
come on, my nigga.
who-
Well, those is out. Keep this thing moving because we've been on that for a little minute. If you haven't heard the Pusha album, listen to it. It's worth a listen.
Yes.
I'm sure you're already listening to the Drake. This is because we all about the fuckery. But we're going to move into the second topic. Of course, the NFL passes a new rule. All players must stand. If you don't stand, you're going to be fined. But you do have the option to remain in the locker room. Once again, these are the owners that came to this agreement. There was no players union involved. So this was kind of a strong arm move by the owners. A lot of people say it's a good thing. A lot of people say it's a bad thing. How you guys feel on this, and how do you feel about them not involving the players in their decision as well?
I think that was a terrible move by the owners because you're making the players feel like they don't have a voice. And right now, that's exactly what the protest was about from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Like athletes speaking out. So now you further in the agenda. Like you're proving like I don't care what they got to say. They just play and
shut up.
Know what I'm saying? Shut up and play.
And they'll be surprised if out of 60 players, there's only 10 players standing for the anthem and the other
Everybody
50s in the locker room and shit like that.
I think, like, honestly, the players, they got the power, man. So if they all just be like, you know what, we ain't going to play.
Nah, not in that league, bro. I'm sorry.
No, I know. I'm just saying that's what I would hope for.
That's not going to happen.
Nigga, I know. I'm just saying that's what I would hope for. Well, Jesus Christ.
Hold on. So hold on. Y'all niggas is mad sensitive, my nigga. I just said that's not going to happen. Niggas like, no. Like, that's corny, bro. Like, that's corny.
How you feel
What's
about
corny?
I was gonna say
Damn,
that.
son.
I feel
Holy shit. Like,
even
shit
that
crazy.
whole shit of they giving you the option or whatnot.
Staying like
I still feel that's kind of sus because I feel that, like he just said, if let's say 10 players just show up and the other 40 or 50 don't show up, they're gonna kind of take notice. He didn't come out. Number 58 didn't come out. Then number 99 didn't come out. So in a sense, it's like they still can use that against you. So technically, by staying in the locker room, you really took a knee.
Yeah.
They're giving you an option, but they're gonna take notes. They're gonna be
knee.
mindful of what's going on.
So you think it would have been better if they would just say, "Yo, everybody got to come out. If you kneel, you fine." There's no options.
There is no better.
I feel like it's kind of too late. It should if at the time when it first happened. Mm-hmm. They should have been a little bit strict about it, and I feel like it kind of got dragged till President Trump said, what he said. So now it's like, if you think about it, NFL is like football is America's sport because,
you know what I'm saying? I understand that you have a view on something, but is it a time and a place for everything where you can't do what you want to do? Let's not forget the NFL is a job. These people are employed by the NFL. So is it incorrect for you to try to take a stance at your workplace? Even though I'm saying it's the NFL, but is it incorrect for you to try to make this stance while you're at work? Because
I think that's the best place to do it because that's the biggest audience. That's the biggest.
But are the owners wrong for saying what they're saying? Because these are your bosses. These are the people that pay your checks. So if you go to work and niggas is like, yo, you can't do that, then you just can't.
Like
you
literally,
can't do that.
like
if
that was the case for the whole time, I'll be cool with that. But it just got elevated because the president said something. That's why I feel like they hopping on the wagon now. Because before that, they were just saying, like, oh, he's so disrespectful to Colin Kaepernick. Mm-hmm. But it wasn't to this extreme until he started calling them sons of bitches and this and the third.
So before that, there was when because I saw a couple of players take knees. They weren't finding anybody.
It wasn't in the collective bargaining agreement between the players and the owners that you had to stay. It wasn't written down in the NFL rule book.
They changed it.
Now they changed it and implemented it to where you have to stand or you can find.
So why you don't see NBA players doing it because it's in the
agreement.
It's in the CBA. They cannot do that.
But they got it right the first time.
So let me ask you,
contractual.
So our 13th Amendment that only applies to certain places.
What's the 13th Amendment?
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of speech is that the 13th
Nah,
Amendment?
that's freeing the slaves.
Yeah, bro. That's the First Amendment.
But you get what I'm saying. What? So the freedom of speech only applies to certain places. That's a question to everybody.
No, you can do it, but you will
in
be,
the workplace. I
you
think
will
it's
be
totally
reprimanded.
Like, in the workplace, you make up your own. They make up their own
so
rules.
I'm not free. I can't speak. I can't say what I
No,
say
you
and
can.
protest how I want to
But
protest.
you
can.
But your ass can get fired for it too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But you can get fired for it too.
You could get fired for it. But that's what I'm saying. Contractually, contractually, yeah, the owners can do that. If they tell you to do something, then obviously if they feel like that's keeping them from the black and in the red, they feel like they're not getting enough people. People are really people are really like mad that people's doing that or whatever like that. They don't like your product of some sort. It's their job to get more money in their pocket, so they can do that. I can understand it, but as a player, yeah, exactly. But as a player, I could understand you don't want to do it. But the only person it really affects is you, because at the end of the day, that owner could easily replace you with another player.
That's true.
And we see that in the NFL a whole bunch of times.
But see, it went too far with Kaepernick. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's getting so much attention. Now nobody's going to hire him. Like, he's not out here committing crimes or anything like that.
I agree.
So like, but
you're
he
really
sparked
gonna
it up. So that's what I'm saying.
But
I feel like at this point, it's like
it's not, and it's not just him. It's not just Kaepernick. It's another dude. It wasn't something Reed or
Bennett.
something.
Nah,
Ed Reed?
he's talking. Nah, not Ed Reed.
Ed Reed?
Some guy.
I think he's a safety.
Safety used to play for the Chiefs.
I think right now, son, because of what's going on, they probably will make sure Kaepernick do not play in the NFL anymore.
He's
I
an
don't even
example.
think he
He still
wants
has
to.
that collusion.
He's an example.
Yeah,
I don't even think he wants to, bro.
I mean,
yeah.
right?
He probably
I
not
think
even
his love is
I'm
still
sorry.
his love is still there for it.
He
but-
still wants to.
Yeah, he
'cause
do.
I'm
wants to
saying
make
he
money.
can have the love for it, but under those stipulations, if that's still the case, he ain't gonna want to play.
Yeah, but
You know
I mean,
what I'm
he's
saying?
too far. He's too far to turn back
Too far
now.
gone. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's an activist now. Like,
yeah, but I'm just saying, like,
He still
especially
practice.
football.
He put out little stuff on Instagram saying he still wants to be in the league. He's still practicing.
And he still can play.
going to pro days for other teams. Just like how Johnny Manziel was doing it, going to pro days, showing his that he still has some type of skill.
I think he got a job in Canada.
Canada,
League.
yeah.
He went to Canada.
Kaepernick might have to go that route. Might have to go.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Go check
It
Manziel up
just
there.
sucks that they making it so
the
like they
snow.
really blew this shit out of proportion, bro.
They did.
I mean, look, it is what it is. I know everybody has their different views on it, but I mean, now the players have to stand. If they don't, locker room things. So moving on. Morgan Freeman been a topic of discussion for quite some time during this week. He's been in situations with this sexual harassment thing, like a lot of other celebrities have been. He was doing an interview with a journalist. At the time, the journalist was 6 months pregnant. And he made a comment to the journalist while looking at her, saying that, "Damn, I wish I was there." She took that to be sexual harassment. She felt very uncomfortable by his statements. So on and so forth.
I'm
So
gonna let you start on this.
Nah, I want to ask.
came out,
When did it happen, Tim?
I don't even know exactly when it happened, but it's been
a
like
couple of days ago.
it's been in talks for like maybe last week or so.
Yeah,
Wait,
it was a couple of days ago.
That
last week.
incident happened recently?
I don't think that incident was recently because
I know she's coming out about it
Yeah,
now.
she's coming up about it now.
She's
That
not
movie
pregnant
came out
now.
like 2 years ago.
Huh?
That
Yeah,
movie
she's
came
not-
out like maybe last year or 2 years
Exactly.
ago.
She's
know,
not
mo-
pregnant now either.
Most of these stories happen. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm asking that because, all right, so
And wait, all right, just to isolate, is it that one situation that he?
no, it's more than just one,
Oh,
but
okay.
this one has gotten a lot of attention because she is a journalist
And
and
she's
she had
using
the
her pregnancy.
Yeah, she's been interviewed a couple times for this
and she's not keeping herself anonymous, just like the.
no, she's been on like CNN and
Yeah,
stuff.
no,
so-
he put a video in the chat today. I watched it,
I watched it too.
and I'm not in defense. Matter of fact, I might even be in defense of Morgan Freeman. When I watched it, I didn't get that vibe that he was talking to her.
Me too.
I got the vibe. The old British white man said something about, I don't talk about
I learned my
pregnant women.
lesson.
I learned my lesson for talking about pregnant women or complimenting a pregnant woman or whatever. And then he was like, the old white man said, I got in trouble before for complimenting a pregnant woman, so I don't even do it anymore. And then directly after that, Morgan Freeman said, I wish I was there. Like he wanted to see how you got in trouble for it.
But
That's
even-
what I got from
but
it.
I
even-
think honestly he was talking to the pregnant chick. I think he just made an out of line comment. I think he definitely was talking to her.
But the lady even said, look at his eyes. I watched it like 3 times just to see if I could.
He didn't even look at her.
He didn't even look at her, bro.
Exactly.
Hold
I
on,
didn't
you
see
thought
that.
think
I
he
didn't
made
see
the
that.
comment
I didn't
towards
see
her
that.
when
I didn't see
he
that.
made that comment.
Oh, you thought he meant like he wanted to be there
she
when
was
she was
there
having the
to-
baby? or
No,
something?
to me that's what I got from it. I feel
didn't-
like
I
that
didn't
was
get
a
that.
comment
I didn't
that
get that at all.
I didn't get
I
that
didn't
at all.
get that. I
No,
got that vibe too.
I feel like that's the comment that he made towards
Nah.
her.
Honestly,
at the
I
time.
felt like his vibe was giving me he didn't want to fucking be there. That's the vibe I got.
Yeah.
Like he get like, yo, this shit is. It's like the 10th time we doing this shit.
Oh,
Like,
so
I
you
don't
felt like
wanna
he was
do it.
being sarcastic?
No, I felt like he probably said it because he has to say it. Like he has to. I guess he has like contractual obligations to promote the movie. But you could tell like the way he's standing. Like, oh my god, like he looks tiresome. Like that nigga looks like
Who's sitting?
he like.
It sounded
he
like
didn't
he was
wanna be
saying,
there.
"I wish I was there instead of here." Like,
that's what I got from it. I don't know. Maybe
I don't know.
like,
And he came out with a public apology about it too. So it's like
he said he apologized for them taking it that way. He didn't say, "Oh, because I said something wrong."
But he has to apologize. He's
mean,
the man. He has to apologize. A woman feels like they've been harassed, regardless. No matter how they took it wrong, they took it out of context. It doesn't matter. You automatically wrong. Hence the other thing too. Like when women call rape,
crazy,
no matter what, you guilty. You guilty no matter what.
You got to be careful about how you're going to compliment a woman.
It doesn't matter.
You can't even compliment
bro. It doesn't
now.
matter, bro. You could tell her nice shoelaces. That's if she says it's sexual harassment, my nigga.
Nah, bro. It's
done.
It's worse than that, nigga. You don't gotta say nothing. You look a certain way, then she feels like
he undressed me with his eyes or something
sad.
like that.
That's sad.
Shit getting spooky in 2018.
Yo, bro,
Even look at that. Look at that homie that would play for the 49ers. Ex-girlfriend was like, yo.
She admitted that she lied, man.
She lied about the nigga and all that. They fired the nigga and all that.
Wow.
2 years later, she said, I lied about it. Okay.
I forgot to do
go
names.
about
She
her
didn't go
day.
to jail?
No. She just went about her day. That's it.
Yeah. She admitted that she lied.
That's crazy.
Nah,
They need to start putting that
they
law
need to
into
start
place.
Putting,
They need to start
like,
putting
first
that
of
law
all,
into
you got to
place.
pay restitution. All that money he lost, you got to pay that back or be in jail until you can pay it back.
Something.
See,
bro.
This is,
Type of
I'm not gonna lie
reparation.
though, but this is where the shit get a little
sticky,
sketchy. Like, cause then you gotta look at it like this: if you do that to a point, then you basically look like you neglecting people from coming, like women from coming out to talk about their rape.
No, I don't.
Not if you're lying. She claimed.
But that's what I'm saying. But I'm just saying, if you put in that point, because honestly, sometimes women don't automatically come out. Sometimes they're too embarrassed, or they feel a certain way that they don't want to talk about it the first time. Like as soon as they get it. Sometimes it goes years down the line before they talk about their rape. So it's like now if you put a precedent to it, if they find out it's not true or whatever like that. But after from years, if something happens years from now, it's gonna be harder for them to prove it than they can. So now you're telling them if they lie,
Well, clearly it ain't.
Huh?
Clearly it ain't.
No, because you got to take a woman for their word. If you got to take a woman for facts, then you're going to have a lot of people that ain't going to be able to prove that they got raped. So therefore, it's like you kind of stopping them from coming out to say they got raped.
When they admit that they were lying, bro.
Okay, that's
go to
different.
jail.
But I'm just saying, like it's tough because that's why I feel like a lot of women don't get like the repercussions when they find out that they're not telling the truth or not. Because you like now instead of women being like stepping out and saying I got raped, now they gotta worry about if I say rape and they don't believe me, I might go to jail or this might happen to me or I might be a pariah. So
I feel like the rape thing to me is fact or it's fact or no fact. If you got raped, you got raped. You come out, you say you got raped, it's a rape. But all of the sexual harassment thing is like that's so.
It's a drag.
It could go either way so much with that. It's hard to tell. Like it's something
It's making it harder because some women are lying about being raped, huh?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
being
I'm
raped
on that
to
money
me.
train.
That's the rape thing is totally different.
It's
thing to
extreme.
me.
It's extreme, but it's
like
it's our reality right
You
now.
either raped
When
them or
you get
didn't rape
raped,
them,
you could get tested to prove you got
yeah,
raped.
that's
No.
like a total.
No. I'm just saying, like, if it's something recent. I ain't talking about if it was
that's what I'm
30 years
saying.
ago.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
like, a lot of these allegations are sexual assault charges. You know what I'm saying? So like, some of these women haven't been penetrated by Bill Cosby. Not saying that makes it better or not, but
Like verbally,
these are like verbally, like they're saying sexual assault.
innuendos.
You know what I'm saying? So like, he's not like people got in their head that he's ramming up in them, like holding them down and taking it.
I
Like,
think they changed the definition of sexual assault. When I think of the term sexual assault, I think I'm gonna
touched
try.
somebody.
I tried to. Well, not me, of course. They tried to attempt the rape and it didn't work. But when they say sexual assault now,
could be a slap on the ass. That's sexual assault.
sexual assault could be a touch on the shoulder.
Yeah.
I think sexual assault is more the physical aspect of
Yeah,
it, and
physical
sexual harassment
is
is
the
more the verbal.
Yeah, like Facebook or you know what I'm saying, people wilding
Yeah,
out.
but I'm telling you, like 9 times out of 10, like a lot of women don't. As soon as it happens, they don't really talk about it because they feel embarrassed.
I
They
mean,
feel,
we
they
understand
feel
that.
ashamed.
That makes sense.
So it's like that's why you can't really always say like you can have evidence on physically checking a woman because sometimes they don't come out. Sometimes it takes weeks. Sometimes it takes months. Sometimes it takes years for them to come out and say they got raped. But that's another story. But
Well,
sexual harassment is real touchy. It goes by off of feeling context. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
The sad part about all of this is that there's women out there that's taking advantage and it's really
women out there that's really going
interfering
through it.
with the
Yeah.
real
Yeah, I
victims
agree.
of this shit.
I agree, but
and it's also sad for the men that are victims of all the allegations.
All
that
the
are not true.
reach, yeah, bro, like that.
So it's
Good point. Good point.
victims on both sides.
Facts.
yeah, but on the other hand too, as a man, you gotta be careful. You gotta be
That's
careful.
all you. That's all you could do, though.
only
That's
this-
easy
Yo,
to say now. How could you be
how-
careful now?
Yeah.
You could be as careful as possible, and just something just dumb happened
Fuck
where
around-
you didn't even expect it.
Fuck
to be
around, she
like-
might just snap.
Yeah,
Oh, he
well,
did this.
stay
to
the
me.
fuck away from her. That's
You're
all I
like,
can tell
oh
you.
my
No,
god,
that's like a liar just
Yeah,
saying,
yeah.
She's
"Yo,
ready.
Yeah, yeah.
Next thing you
he
know,
harassed me," and you ain't say shit. You probably just say, "Hey, how you doing today?"
Yeah, but
and
I'm
you
just-
he ain't say shit, or it felt like he was doing something that he wasn't supposed to be doing, and now your reputation is tarnished for nothing.
Yeah,
And let's not
You either
lie.
gotta have a wifey or beat your dick. That's it. It's
Let's
cool,
not
fuck
lie.
up.
Let's not lie. And,
That's how,
like, you know what I'm saying?
that's how scarce it's getting.
Literally,
right
a female could just say it,
yeah,
and it's
you
true.
done. It's a wrap.
You know what I'm saying? Even if she come out and,
And
say
that's
it
not
ain't
to
true,
knock when it's really happening. That's the thing. We're not complaining when it's really happening.
if it's a real thing,
Yeah.
the guy or whoever
he
is
deserve
doing
everything
the
he needs to get.
assaulting
Yeah.
should be
Of course.
in jail or
Right.
whatever the case may be. But don't just go and lie and after being bitter from a breakup or whatever the case may be, and you know what I'm saying,
And
do
that-
something
that
like
usually
that.
be the
That's
case,
crazy,
too.
bro.
I'll try to cut the check, either or. So we're going to keep this thing moving on. A very well-known question that I want to get you guys' opinion on, a little bit lighter in subject. If you guys ever have a one-night stand with a female, you guys have sexual intercourse in this one-night stand. Can you still see yourself being, first of all, do you look at her differently after the one-night stand? So you have a one-night stand, you guys have sexual intercourse. Do you look at her differently after that? And number two, can you still see yourself seeking a relationship with this woman, knowing that the first time you met her, you took it down?
Can I ask a part two to that question?
No, you cannot.
I
Just
need
answer
I need a part two to that
No,
question.
part two.
No. What I mean is, I really needed. I really need the real term of a one night stand. When you say one night stand, does that mean?
That's why I made it specific. I say you have a one night stand, you have sexual intercourse with her on that one night stand.
No. So I'm asking. There's two definitions to one night stand in my mind. One night stand can mean you had sex with her the first time you met her, or it can mean you had sex with her one time since you've known her.
I would
No,
think
I'm
one,
talking
I
about
would
the
think
first
one night,
time
the
you met her.
First time you met her, that's that one night.
You go to the club,
same day,
and
same
you
night,
bring her home
everything.
and
Bring
you
her
took
home.
her down.
Right.
I mean, for
Within
me,
a couple of hours.
as a man, you know what I mean? I'm not going to front. I'm still semi-judgmental. When it comes to sleeping with a woman for the first time, I would tell myself, I can't see myself wifing that person, but things happen, man. You might like it that first night. Y'all end up talking a day, two here and there, and then it turns into 5-6 months, and next thing you know, you're having a whole big family. So I'm not against it. I'm not against it.
I would agree the same way with Dane-Ja. For me, it was just something you can't put a block on anything that's going to happen just because you think a certain way. To me, it's like it shows a little more of maturity when you like my early 20s. I'd have probably said, "Hell no."
That's exactly what I was saying.
No,
Nah,
fuck
I ain't
outta
doing
here.
that
This
shit.
is a slut.
Shit, thought.
Or something like that.
Got
But
it.
as you get older, you start for me at least, you start to like just look at things as like if you got a connection, don't block the blessing. It might be a blessing, so don't block the blessing. At the end of the day, it's a connection. Like fuck with it. Like it's not, to me. It's just maturity now. Like you grown. You're not going to just say, all right, cool. I did this the first night. I'm done. Like at the end of the day, if that's on you, that's on you. But you don't know, that could have blossomed into something beautiful, or it could blossom into something that you just don't like.
You never know. That could have been the first. You could have been the first person she ever did that to. You know what I mean? With all the relationships she had, maybe
heard it before.
Maybe it was a vibe, something connected. You know what I mean? And I mean, yeah, of course they got the other ones that they
do
shit
it
no
all the
matter
time,
what.
but-
You know what I mean? But it all depends on the person, man.
June, how you
What
feel
about
about
you,
it?
nigga? What about you?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
I'll say my answer after you.
Why me?
Go first.
Nah, you go first.
Go ahead.
Nah, you go first.
I know you got.
They fight to go first.
I thought you were talking about one night stands, not
y'all
trains.
both acting like some
always
scary.
passionate.
Y'all both acting like some
Always
scary ass
passing the
niggas.
torch.
Yeah, always do.
talking
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, both
Nigga always
some
passing
scary.
the torch.
Y'all some scary niggas right now.
With the single half corner here. I definitely feel like Quick said, back in the days, but I probably would have looked at it a lot differently. But right now, I think, you never know what can happen. It could have been that one drunk night, When everybody's drunk, everything is totally different. So you can't really judge somebody off of that one night. And I don't think I'm all down for the sex first thing. I'm not to say.
Let me see the box, baby. Let me see the box.
I like to get as much of the product before I make my investment. You guys know. So I like to get as much preview of the product before I put my investment in the product. This is something that I stated before. So I don't have anything wrong. I don't have anything wrong with that.
Yeah, I agree.
Niggas want the box first.
Ease, how you feel?
Nah, I definitely agree. Like I don't see myself like I don't like be adults, bro. Like what are we like? I ain't gonna say it like that, but like no, what are we waiting for? Like you know what I'm saying? It's gonna get to that point anyway. Why are we like doing all these?
Or not?
It's getting to that point anyway.
Okay.
So why are we even like playing these games? You know what I'm saying? Like if we vibing or whatever the case may be. I know it sounds crazy, but in my mind it works like that. I'm not going to feel comfortable like investing in you if it's like you going to play games. Like be real with me, and that's a sign of a girl being real with me.
But you got to put your
night,
like
box it. You
like,
being real with
like
you.
yo, look, I've been.
But you got to understand, you know
what I'm
you
saying?
got to put your mind inside a woman's mind. Also, they do that. They're gonna feel like we're judging them. And then that might.
They're judging us too.
I mean, yeah, but that's an inevitable game
gotta
that
worry
won't
about
stop,
that too.
bro.
Yo, I'm not
That's an inevitable game that won't stop, son.
I'm not even gonna hold you up. If a woman gonna do the 3-month rule, I'd rather you not tell me. Because if you tell me now, I'm gonna take you like the way you running games. I'm running game too. Like
Of
my
course
head,
they're not gonna tell you.
I'm gonna think about 3 months too. So as soon as I'm 3 months and hit, I might not even think about you. I might look at you different now.
That's what I'm saying. Like some girl, like
because now you making it.
It's the same old saying. You can wait 3 months and nothing happens. You could do it on the first night and
see exactly.
And that'll be your wife.
That person exactly. Yeah. So that's how I feel like if you tell me about 3 months, now I'm gonna look at it. All right, I'm gonna hit in 3 months. After I hit in 3 months, I probably won't feel the same way about you.
Or you out.
Because you making it, because you made it you ain't make it about knowing the person. You made it about a day's game. So it's like, since it's about days game, I'm gonna play it with you because I want to hit. And after I hit, I might look at you different.
There goes Junior. Guys.
Unless we vibe.
Junior has entered the building.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong? No.
Nah, you're right.
Check this out.
This is back when I was 20. Also, like
stop trying to break
we got it.
Sense of things I roll through. Yo, how you got it?
I definitely agree with Danger and Quicks on that one. But part of me would still want to ask her, like,
nah, those type of questions happen at the end.
You know what I mean? You won't say that right.
What are you gonna ask? Like, yo, you
done that
pulling the?
How many other dudes you pulled that shit with? That's what I would want to know.
Nah, don't.
You might not ask that. I'm not.
Yo, eventually
you would think about
it.
It's gonna be back in your mind.
You know when you would think about that question. You'll think about that question
after you take it seriously.
You starting to put your clothes back on. Like, man, that was kind of easy tonight.
That's what I'm asking y'all. Wouldn't y'all kind of be like, I kind of want to know?
It also depends on the vibe.
I wouldn't at all.
I don't want to.
It also depends on exactly.
Also,
that's what I was getting at.
Like if you guys,
because if
really
the connection,
talking,
if y'all got a good
conversation,
conversation,
one at a time,
and it doesn't have to be on some immature. Well, I need you to. It could be a mutual conversation to a point where she might be comfortable to tell you, but I wouldn't be the one to initiate to ask.
A one night stand don't have to be with a complete stranger. It could be with somebody you know that you never touched, right?
Yeah, that was my part 2 to my question.
Okay,
that's why I needed clarity.
That's a good thing.
But another thing,
that's a good question.
Is it having sex with one time with the person that you've been new, or a complete stranger that you met for the first time?
But it's not a one night stand.
No,
it would not be a one night stand.
Are you talking about I just met you tonight at 10
o'clock and at 3 a.m. I slapped.
Yes. First time you met her.
Yeah, first time you met her.
10 p.m. we met. 3 a.m.
To me, it's about connecting the dots after. It's like, how do you move? Now we vibing, we talking. How do you move after? Are you going out the same ways and looking like you drinking or whatever? However we got together that first night, are you doing that same type of vibe? Obviously, I'm not there, but are you going out all the time and just like, yo, how was your night? Well, it was cool. I got drunk with my ladies. Okay, let me start thinking about what this.
Yeah,
I met you.
I remember the last time you got drunk with your ladies.
But you see what I'm saying? That's what I was trying to go with it. It's like part like that's where the devil advocate come in, because it's like, it was good that night. But then again, it's like,
But that's on you just to be either to me.
I'm
like
gonna go with what
it's
June
adults,
said. It depends on the vibe.
Yeah.
It depends on the vibe.
And then like, yo, a lot of the time, bro, like, and like when you at a certain age, like those little games is considered kiddie.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it.
30-day rule.
Yeah.
This, that, and the
That's
third.
why. That's why I
You know
said what I said.
saying?
I'm like, yo, you want to play games? Don't play the game too. you. I'm competitive. So now,
So I want to play
Like I
games.
said, don't tease me.
Don't test me. When I was single, it was like, all right, cool. You want to do that? I'm going to do this. I'm going to bring my
Exactly.
own game back to you.
Exactly.
And then we're just going to see who gets tired of who game first.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Oh, you 30 days? Okay, well, I don't spend money for 30 days.
I honestly don't remember ever playing them type of games, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, son.
Yo, if you
You
play,
with the shits or no?
But see, that's how you got
Not talking about
swindled.
you.
if you
talking about
text
the
a
woman.
girl and you
playing them
said
shits.
if you text a girl, like nowadays everybody's texting. If you text a girl and you just feel like, all right, I feel like she's putting up the bullshit. Like I gotta hit her first. The game you're going to play back. I'm not hitting you today because I hit you 2-3 days in a row already. That's the game still.
Okay, then I play those.
Exactly.
We all
I
play
definitely
those.
play
Facts.
those.
That's a big fat game.
and I think also too, based on what what Darren just said, I feel I would say for me, I feel like that's where the interest level comes in, because if you're hitting shorty up 3-4 days in a row, you know, in your mind you should be like, nah, I'm not gonna hit up.
Some
today.
niggas are slow, bro.
No, but at the end of the day,
Some niggas are gullible.
You
That's
get my drift though.
that's a single person's like. It's like I think that goes through every single person.
It might
Some,
not-
like he said,
it might
some
not
people
e-
just don't
it-
care.
It might not.
Me,
It might not even
a
be
single
just,
me would be like,
it doesn't have to
you
be.
ain't showing no interest. I'm not showing no interest. Obviously.
Pretty much.
but there could be a certain situation where you hit the first night and you don't hit from 2 months down the line after you hit the first night. It could happen that way.
Well, that's
you
the
don't
vibe
know.
that if you're gonna work off of that vibe.
No, that's what I'm
there is
saying.
No, vibe
That's
off
no,
of
but I'm saying no. If you really feeling the chick or whatever, and she
gonna-
feeling you, whatever like that, you might hit that first night, but y'all still in like engaging in conversation, y'all talking all the time and everything. It just so happens that you haven't hit. It's not like she putting a date on it or nothing like that. It's just that you just haven't hit because you interested. Like you start going out with her, you chopping it up, you talking to her. But it don't become like you trying to hit it anymore. It comes like, yo, you really trying to have conversation with her.
But see,
I
that
agree,
like
but,
when,
but
when,
I
when
think
shit
that comes
like that
again.
happen,
Like the vibe is gonna come again. Like,
Oh, yeah,
I
definitely.
want you again
Yeah.
Yeah, that's-
tomorrow,
yeah.
this weekend, or something like that.
Oh yeah.
yeah. When it come down to that type of shit, though, then you got the after effect where the girl keep asking you constantly, like, "Do you think of me different now?" That that's probably the most annoying part of the whole.
Sometimes that don't even happen. It's just we're
you're
going
right.
with the flow. What is the flow telling us to do?
Yeah, I'm big on that. I'm very big on that. I'm like, yo, I don't like labels.
Energy,
as soon as you
vibes.
as soon as you put labels,
That's
on
when
thing, that's when
everything
shit fucks
That's
up.
when everything start to change. I wouldn't say fuck up. It would change because it could change for the good. Too.
Well, to me, my experience is that's when the shit fuck up. Because now you expect me to do certain things. It's like, yo, let the person do what they want to do.
Then you hit
But-
him.
but-
You hit him with, but you're not my girl. They gonna
Nah,
get
but
tight.
what
They
you
gonna
gotta
get tight.
No, listen, but what you got to know is with women sometimes
He ain't lying.
women like routine.
It
Nowadays,
depends
you
on
like
the
a
woman.
chick picture, you're thirsty.
Yeah, it's true.
So it depends on the girl.
Yo,
Nah,
the way
it depends on the woman.
girl.
Because I believe if a girl likes you, or whatever, some girls like to be sweated. You know what I mean? Some girls like that, but
I
some
ain't
girls,
giving them that shit. Fuck
but
outta
some girls don't.
That's the
some
game
girls
you
don't
play,
like
bro.
it.
I ain't giving them that shit. Fuck out of here.
See, you talking about you don't play no games. You play.
No. You broke it down. You broke it down. So if that's games, then nigga, I'm playing all the video games,
But
nigga.
then
Fuck that.
that's an ego
Playing
thing.
Atari,
That's
my
an
nigga.
ego thing too, my nigga. If
Nigga,
you
call
want
it ego if you
something-
want, nigga. I got an ego, nigga. Fuck that.
I guess. I mean, as a man, we all have egos.
All
But
right,
I'm just saying,
all right.
if you want something, what's wrong with? I don't see nothing
Yeah, if
wrong
you
with.
really,
yo,
really
if you
want
want
it,
something,
I don't
yo,
think there's
be a
a-
man.
I'm-
Like be a man and
I-
say, yo, I want you.
Okay,
Here's
if I want it, I'm gonna go after it. But if I feel like you playing games a little too long, I'm gonna look at you immature, and that's gonna turn me off.
What
But
I
I
what I
like-
want.
Gonna
Go
turn
ahead,
me
go ahead,
off.
Darren. Go ahead, go ahead.
It's not about egos when it comes to that part.
I would say in a lot of situations, and sometimes they say it's like one person is always going to like the other person more than
Of course.
more than
Yeah.
the other one person going to like the other person more. So it's just like who's going to be the one that's like comfortable liking that person a little more than they like me or something like that.
And sometimes that's just a seesaw. It's like when I say seesaw, I mean like it might start
rotate.
off. Yeah, it might start off you pressing her to a point where
it's gonna rotate.
she not digging you as much, to a point where after a while, as long you was being consistent and persistent, to a point where she starts really feeling you, and now you starting to realize she likes you way more than you like her.
It goes
Yeah,
back
that
to me
happens.
saying I'm
That
not
shit is
opposed
like
to the
a
niggas
relationship,
who's
bro.
who's persistent.
Well, I guess what I was gonna say was, for persistency, I think it requires two things: patience and timing. Because I feel like Dane-Ja be saying this sometimes.
Well, I think you should. I think you should add communication on top of that too.
Right, but what I'm saying, I'm saying,
I'm talking about.
I'm saying like between the persistency and thirsty. I feel like patience. Some niggas have patience. Some niggas don't have patience. Some niggas feel like, all right, I gotta slap within a week. I gotta slap within 2 weeks. Some niggas might feel like no, but it's true though.
That's true. That's
Real true. So I feel like patience and timing that kind of coincide. So I feel like as you do that.
That's so funny.
Nah, but it's true though.
Within a week.
But some niggas put deadlines on you.
Yo, he's not lying.
But they don't want to feel like they wasting
Look
their
how
time.
many rappers put it in it. If I'm not hitting the first week, I'm out. Or
They can say that, nigga. They got bread.
They got bread, but
Yo,
that's what I wanted to.
That should
That's
apply
what I
to real
wanted to
niggas
say.
too.
Another
yeah, I
thing
was
too.
gonna say real niggas too.
And another thing too. I feel like
I don't even want to say that.
niggas can't be afraid to get turned down. Like you
That's
gotta
true,
realize
too.
to get
Nah,
they might get a little blow on the ego.
Yo, in life,
know what I mean?
if you don't
'Cause-
grow up with tough skin, you gotta have tough skin just to even be
Single.
Like
Yo, because trust me,
because
if
you
you're
gonna
worried
want
about
somebody and they not gonna want you,
Yeah.
and you gotta be like, all right, brush it off next.
Not
or
even
something like
that. Sometimes a girl might try to play you at first, but then you keep it up, then they realize, yo, this nigga's a real nigga. Like
And I'm
this
behind-
nigga's not
I'm-
taking.
or
He's
you might get
bobbing and weaving.
Well,
behind
hell
my
with you
curves.
then. I ain't want you anyway.
But that's the niggas. That's the
typical
like,
Or they want to throw the hands.
Sometimes I also feel like
Nah, you ain't turning me down. Nah, throw them hands.
sometimes
boy.
I also feel like it's the environment that they catch you in
Yeah.
that could get you whatever you want too. It's
That's
just,
true.
It's I might catch you on a regular day. And I'm just bummy. You might be not feeling. You might be bummy, and you not feeling yourself. And I'm trying to talk to you, and you not with it. Now I go in the club, and I'm having a good time. I'm looking good, blah blah blah. And now I try to talk to you. Same person I try to talk to you on a bummy day,
Facts.
and you not, and you
Like you dubbed them.
you on it. So it's just like it's always it's like you gotta have tough skin to say I'm gonna do it again. What's good? And then if it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. That's the tough skin you gotta have.
Mm-hmm. Nah, I agree. But that's how women are. Women, there's no formula in women because I be saying women be liking niggas off the dumbest shit.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I really do want to go back to Quick's point and make that a definite point. For you single niggas out there, you gotta have tough skin, man. Gotta have tough skin. Gotta keep it going because if you don't got tough skin, it's gonna be a dub for you.
Don't threaten her.
Your feelings are gonna get hurt.
That's the truth.
And don't threaten a chick for not wanting you, bro. Like, leave her alone, my nigga, and
You'd be
try
surprised, bro.
more.
Yeah,
afterwards. Like,
Pop
lot of-
PSA. The niggas that do that, y'all niggas is corny. Bro.
cornballs.
Corny.
Don't try to beat the
Jeez,
chick or
man,
throw
thanks.
bottles at her and shit. I'm from the Bronx. I seen
Yeah.
some weird shit.
And
Oh,
trust
that's
me, if
crazy.
you gonna get, you never gonna
From
get a
the
bad
Bronx,
one
he
if
from
you
Detroit, from all over.
if you don't get if you don't get you'll never get a bad one if you're not afraid to
turn
get
down.
That's true.
your ego exposed. Know what I mean?
All right, so this is definitely a double standard that I feel, and then a couple other people that I ask feel the same way. Is there a double standard when it comes to a black man choosing to date a white woman, and then a black woman choosing to date a white man? Because a lot of times you see black women coming to the defense of other black women by saying, oh, why you had to be with a white woman? Da, da, da. This black love thing is so important to a lot of the black ladies nowadays, and they feel like if a black man chooses to be with a white woman, he's kind of a sellout, blah, blah, blah. But then when a black woman gets with a white guy, it's kind of cool to them. It's like, oh yeah, be with the one you love. Yeah, girl, that man love you.
Yes,
da, da, da.
yes.
And it's kind of a
This
double
nigga said it,
standard.
man,
Do
crazy.
you guys feel that same way, or how do you guys feel about that?
There's definitely a double standard when
That's
it comes
yeah,
to that.
I
pretty
noticed
much.
that
I
all
think
the
everybody's
time.
gonna agree with that.
That's a
Yeah.
huge double standard, especially like with black men. It ain't that much when it comes to Latin or anybody else. It's just with us. Like if I was
I'm dead ass.
end up with a white girl, like no matter if I be like, yo, she helps me with this, she supports me, she this to that. Man, look, and it ain't even from my family. I'm just saying from society, period. They'd be like, oh, look at this sellout. That's the automatic label. Like,
That's a fact.
oh, you're a sellout. And it's like, how? How the hell did I sell out? But then if my sister have a white husband, it's more like, that's right, girl, because these niggas ain't shit. And it's like, what?
That double standard is tricky.
Niggas is tripping,
Because
bro.
you know what it is too. I think like when like you said, a girl gonna think about a nigga if he got a white girl, he's a sellout. But when a black girl get a white nigga, the black nigga think about, yo, how this white nigga got this Like that nigga corn. Like he a cornball.
So it's double standards from all corners.
That's what I think. Honestly,
All
I'm
corners.
just being honest.
I
That's
never
how
really
I
looked
think.
at like,
I don't-
he's a cornball. It's
No,
just
I
like,
don't
no,
look at it
no,
that
so
way,
I
but I
was-
could see black people
that's what
looking at it
floated
that
her
way.
boat.
No, black men really don't care.
I was just about to ask you
Like,
that.
yo, I swear to
I-
God.
I
I swear to
know-
God. I've
Nah,
never.
sometimes I be caring.
I don't know.
I don't
Nah,
care.
bro.
I don't
Black
care,
kid-
but I could say
My nigga,
nah. I'm not gonna say
dead
black.
ass serious,
There's some
bro.
black people. There's some black niggas that really be tight.
But then
I
I
don't
don't
be
go to
tight.
the
I don't
extent
be-
that girls go to. Like, we're not gonna try to bring you down. Like,
We ain't
we
bring
doing
you
that.
down.
sister,
We ain't
you
doing
should be
Yeah,
ashamed
yeah.
of yourself.
I don't
and
look
da-da-da.
into shit like that.
They go hard for black men that do that, bro.
I
Don't
seen
be a
a
white woman.
I seen a meme, and it was they was talking about Childish Gambino and his white wife, and then a week later they was praising Meghan Markle and Prince Harry and
Yeah.
shit like that.
And his wife is Filipino. She's not even white.
Cool.
Nah, she half white.
But I mean, she embraced the Filipino side of her.
She looks Filipinos, whatever, however you say that.
I think it's just all set. Like it's. I don't know why though. I don't know what caused this. Why that double standard?
Why
is
that
so
double
strong.
standard is? How you
I
look
think,
at
I
it?
think it's both sides.
I think the way women look at it, I don't look at it that way. It may sound cliche, but I just feel like love ain't got no colors on it, man. You love who you want
Yeah.
to love, if it's white, black, purple. But I'm not gonna sit here and look at a brother deal with a white girl or decides to be with a white girl. Like, oh nah, son, what you doing? I don't look into deep like that because I feel like me personally, if it's a white girl, if I met a white girl and you know I connect with her in some shape or form, and if I want to spend the rest of my life with her, I want to spend the rest of my life with her. That's just how I look at it. But
Yeah.
everyone has different ways of dealing with things and viewing their opinion and thoughts on things. But me personally, I don't look into that. That doesn't bother me.
Danger, keep your same energy, bro. I want to hear what you got to say.
Oh, you want to hear what I say? Oh,
Yeah.
nah. I believe it's a double standard on all corners. The same way you say when
Sometimes I be feeling like you want just stay in the black race. You black, stay with the black person.
Nah.
Yeah, bro.
pro-black.
That's why I'm asking you this because you was like, you can't be
Pro-black.
pro-black and then have a white wife.
nah, I just
So I'm like,
I mean, I am one of them niggas. Like when I do see a white man with a black girl, I'm not like I said. I told y'all last time on the episode. I'm not against it, but I do question it. Like, what did he do to grab her? Did we lack something? How did he get
so
that?
let's say,
See?
let's
See what I'm
say,
saying?
let's
Yeah.
say, let's
I'm
say
telling
you in a club.
Niggas be thinking that way.
Let's say
when
you
you
in a
said
club.
that, hold
Nah, love is
on.
love.
When you said that, I said I'm one of them niggas that would question that shit.
I think he did.
I'll keep it a buck. I'm
So
like, yeah, I'm one of them
you in a
niggas.
club, you meet a white chick, you talking to her, and you see she cool. So and you see there's
And I'm gonna repeatedly say it. I'm not against it. If I see a white girl
No,
and
I'm
we
saying
vibing
you.
and talking
That's
and
what
all
I'm
that,
saying. So
and we connect, things gonna happen. I'm not gonna be like, damn,
All right,
the
that's what
love
I
is
wanted-
great, but she's white, so I can't do
That's
it.
what
No,
I
I'm
that-
not. I'm
that's
not
what
on
I
that kind of
wanted-
vibe.
That's what I wanted to hear.
But I do put my black woman first. Drops mic. That's it.
All right, so I'll put y'all niggas on the spot. So, do you think a white woman is more approachable than a black woman?
Hold on. You sure you want to quote Jaheim? Because that nigga looking crazy. Yo, that nigga looking. I don't think you want to quote that man.
Nigga, I wasn't even thinking about that man, but now that you brought it
Yo,
up.
that was-
But nah, don't knock that man. He's looking like that because he's. I think he's vegan now, son.
Nah, he was on the juice.
that's
but
what
yeah.
vegan is.
He was
I
on
don't
the
want to
juice.
do it.
Facts.
Nah, I said, do y'all think like a white woman is more approachable than a black woman?
yes,
Yeah, you didn't even have to think about
Approachable?
that.
I had to think about that.
I don't believe that.
Nah, I gotta
I
think
don't-
about
I don't-
that.
I don't-
No, I don't. I don't think.
I don't believe that.
I don't have much experience approaching white women, so I can't really say yeah. Things definitely.
I-
Well,
I definitely-
well,
I definitely agree, especially in today's time with all this, the whole Me Too movement and all these allegations against black men.
but let's
no,
let's
wait,
X that out for a second.
we're not
bro.
Xing it out, bro, because it's still included, bro. I'm not gonna
I'm
try to
not
approach.
that.
I'm not
All
gonna try
right,
to.
I guess. Go ahead.
Bro, can I
I
talk?
think from
Can I talk or not?
go ahead, go ahead.
I'm just saying, I really, when I see certain white women, I'm not against it. I'm not scared, but I do have to double think and double check. Like, yo, should I try this? Like, is she gonna be? Am I gonna?
NFL player-
Am I gonna be?
NFL player, the girl that came out and admitted it, she was black, right?
She was black.
What
Say-
made what
repeat that?
so-
Repeat that?
The Chiefs player,
Yeah.
the girl that accused him of
A
rape.
rape?
She was black.
She was black. Yeah.
What makes you feel a black woman is more approachable than a white girl?
I didn't say they are more approachable. I'm just
But you
saying.
just
I-
said
I-
that.
I'm-
Right.
no,
That's what he
What
asked
did
you.
you say?
I said I'm approaching a white woman. I still would be cautious approaching a white
No,
woman.
he said the opposite, actually.
No, he's saying that has to do with him. It ain't got nothing to do with the woman. He's saying internally he.
Yeah.
So he,
I'm-
Yeah,
I'm-
so he
I'm-
he
he didn't answer the question. He didn't answer the question.
I said All right, let me rephrase.
Do I think
For,
a white woman is more approachable than a black woman?
Than a black woman, like that you don't know. Say you don't know that person at all, so you're just about to approach them.
I actually think black women are harder to approach.
So you agree with
Hypa?
That's what I said.
I think they're harder. I'm not
But
gonna.
I respect the fact that you backed it up though. That's good.
Yeah.
Pause.
Stupid. Yo.
Explain, man. Explain.
I couldn't pass that one. Sorry.
It's all good. Look at this nigga. He's like, yes.
I'm gonna get
Thank
you.
you for
I'm
doing
gonna
it for me.
get your ass though.
Damn it, man.
He's on a roll, ladies and gentlemen. What were you gonna say, June?
Nah, I was just saying, like, I was gonna let them elaborate.
Elaborate.
Nigga, that wasn't enough.
No, Hypa didn't elaborate though.
Nah,
You just said yes.
I just feel that I don't know. I get that vibe with a black female. She automatically might think, oh, he just want to holler, or he just
Guards is always up.
you know what I mean? Like you ain't shit. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus Christ.
No, but that's the vibe that I
That's the
get.
vibe
But
you get.
I feel like with a white girl, she don't know you. Like you just said, you don't know her. She don't know you. I think you might have a chance to get, hey, how you doing? My name is such and such. Okay, what's your name? Okay, how old
They
are you?
might be
Oh, where
mad
are
at
you from?
Hearing that, bro, I ain't gonna hold you.
Huh?
No, but I'm speaking. I'm speaking
from his point of view.
from my point of view.
Yeah.
They're gonna look at that as your as a stereotype.
So what? That's how you feel. That's how you
Bro,
feel. Don't care.
I'm calling it the way I would think it is, or the way I actually see it. I feel like with a black girl, she automatically just jumped to conclusion, just like jumped the gun. You know what I'm saying? You might not even want to holler at her. You might just say, hey, you know, how you doing? You know, just wanted to acknowledge you, you know.
And you out all the time, so you
Right.
You become like, yeah,
Right,
right. So
so
I DJ, blah blah blah.
Right. I talk to different people in different ethnicities. So that's the vibe that I get. Like, I quick, even at my job, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know some of these people.
It's weird
but
because I understand what you're saying.
I go to people and I introduce myself and I get a different vibe. I get a different like
It's 50-50 with
approach.
me. It's 50-50.
Not
It's
that
weird.
I'm not knocking it, but I'm just saying
No,
based
I
on
agree. I
this
agree
is
with you
like,
somewhat.
You know, my experience and from you know the things that I see and
Talk about it, Junior.
Like
You know
some
what I'm
white girls are friendly, but some white girls are like they go to call the cops on you when they
Right,
see you.
That's
right.
why-
So I mean, it's different. So
Right,
I can
right.
Say, yeah, I understand what you're saying. So that's
So,
why I can't fully say I agree with you, but I understand what you're saying.
Thank you.
I feel like it's just a regional thing.
What you mean, regional?
Yeah, what does that?
Yeah.
So like we're all in New York, and the women here are way more aggressive than women that are in Georgia or Florida.
That could be.
You know what I'm saying? So like
Repeat that.
like the women here in
Yeah.
New York are more aggressive. So,
Really?
like, they're more on guard.
Oh, okay. So
You know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. I was about to say.
Like,
I was
they're
about
more
to.
like what you want.
Yeah.
Because they
On guard. You hit the
you
money
feel
when you
like,
said
There
that.
you go.
You
This
feel
is
like
what I
you
just
feel
said.
like I'm
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, you're trying to do something.
Same thing I just said, brother.
I'm not
Same
too mad.
like-
I'm not too mad at them for that because the niggas up here are aggressive.
No,
Real
I'm not
shit.
saying that that's a fault or anything. I'm just saying it's regional because that's our attitude here.
Yeah, I'm not.
But
gonna
if
lie
you go
though.
to the south,
Yeah.
it's a total different.
They
ball
start
game.
pressing you. A bitch pressing you out. Like I'm not gonna sound like I'm New Yorker.
Damn, dog.
Bitches be more aggressive like out of state than when they find out you from
I
New
don't
York.
even. I don't even mean like they're gonna come and talk to you, but they're more like laid back. It's more like they're more delicate. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you know, I'm not going. You ask me hi or like, can you
You're not
tell me
getting
this?
attitude
You're not
after.
getting attitude immediately.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's all
Until
I was
you
trying to
violate.
say. That's what I was trying to say.
So like that's why I was saying like I don't agree with like white women are more this or black women are more that. I think it's just regional.
A New York thing. Don't
You
say
know what I'm
regional.
saying?
New York thing.
Well, you know, you never know. You probably got people in Jersey like you can't compare like a black girl that's in the projects to a black girl in the suburbs. They're gonna have a different.
It might be a New York thing because
You know what I'm
if
saying?
you travel,
Yeah, you go down
you
south.
go to different places,
trust-
bro.
They be like, you from New York?
Black, white, Chinese, Hispanic,
Some of
Jewish,
them aggressive too, though.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you
you
go down
get
south.
That's what I mean.
people-
Like you said. Hold on. What do you mean? Guarded, aggressive, or
Yeah,
aggressive?
guarded aggressive.
Yeah, I mean always, but I feel like you're gonna always have those few coming from a man to a woman. You're always gonna have, like that. I'm not fucking with that guy. You know what I mean? You're always gonna have girls like that.
True.
Always.
Even if like they don't like you, you know what I'm saying? They still won't be on no like the fuck out of here, nigga. Like you know what I'm saying?
It's true, son. It's true.
They'll just be like, no,
Sometimes
you know.
it ain't gotta be fuck out of here. It could just be that look. Like, what do you want?
And
But in New York, you gonna hear about it, bro.
And that look is enough. That look is enough.
In New York,
especially these days.
I'm like, you got
gonna look at you. They gonna hear about it. Then they gonna tell your friend, "This bum ass nigga, you see him? He tried to.
He thirsty.
You know what I'm saying?
He thirsty. Yeah, son.
That nigga sounds scarred, bro.
Crazy.
Nigga, you get that by holding the door for a chick, bro. Like,
I'm glad you brought that up,
You ever
bro.
hold the door and they just walk and don't say nothing?
Oh, no, I'm tight.
Yo,
Bring your ass back here.
I do that. I ain't gonna lie.
I do that too, bro.
I do that.
I say you welcome. Fuck. You don't say nothing back. Reverse your ass back in the door.
We some petty ass.
Open your own shit.
hey, look,
Close the door.
New York made us this way.
That shit crazy. That shit crazy.
You get scarred for other niggas. Like, damn, son, Shorty should have said thank you to you, my G.
I ain't even gonna hold you. I be feeling. I go down south anywhere else. I just be like, everybody say, hey, how you doing?
Yeah,
How's
Southern
it
House
going?
It's way different.
Yeah, that's
New
not
York,
different.
I mean, the state kind of made us that way. It's congested. Everything is high and it's just tense.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't fault that. I'm just saying, like, we're looking at it from our little bubble. And I don't think it's fair for us to judge that based on that.
Sounds
You know what I'm saying?
Sound good.
Moving into our last and final segment, that pop or flizz up.
Fleazy.
We gonna definitely start it off on the right side. Pusha T's album, Hypa. What say you?
Give me that same Drake energy like the last episode.
Fire,
nigga, fire, nigga.
Super pop. Super pop.
Yeah, it is. Dane-Ja, how you feel about it?
You already know what time it is. I give it a strong 8.5. It's a fire. That was my playlist for the whole Memorial Day weekend. Literally, the only other song I listened to was Drake Answer Back, which is also fire. But I listened to Pusha T the most.
I'm about to send
That's a pop.
I'm about to send y'all something right now in the chat.
All right.
Quick.
It's a pop.
Definite pop for me, June.
I don't know what y'all consider 6.5.
Whoosh, flop.
That's a flop.
That's type flop.
Six and lower. That's
I
that's
would
passion,
definitely
right?
say that's a pop. I would give it a 9.
There it is. Moving on.
What?
ASAP Rocky Project. Papa flop. Hyper, what say you?
It ain't bad. It ain't bad. I say pop.
That's a safe pop.
I'm gonna give it
It's a safe
it
pop.
another chance, but right now that shit is trash, boy. Flop.
I listened to it. I ain't gonna hold you. I didn't get fully through it, so
Flop.
for what I got so far is a pop.
For me, it's a pop. I like about half of the album, so it's a pop for me.
Give it a safe 7. So I guess it's a pop.
Flop.
Okay, moving on. The finals are set. LeBron makes it through all of
Why
the
you looking at me, Quicks?
Yeah, as soon as
all
it's
the
a-
rough and hard times. Superman LeBron makes it. Do you think that he could actually win against Golden State this year? Do you think he can prevail and actually beat Golden State, or he has no chance at all? Hyper, what say you?
As much I would love for that to happen, I don't think that's gonna happen. That's a flop.
Alrighty.
I'm mad nervous too. I want him to win, but he don't got the firepower. It's him versus that whole squad.
Yeah.
So that's a fleazy.
I'm a believer, so I'm gonna say pop.
AKA he agrees with us, but
The church is
because
getting
he's
a lot
fan.
of money from him.
I'm a believer.
I'm gonna have to say a flop. I just don't think that he can do it. Just doesn't have enough.
That's a dub.
That's
Cavs is getting swept. Flop.
Okay. Couple of people believe this because of the way the refs been calling games and some of the way that the NBA has been falling into place. Do we believe the NBA is rigged? Do you feel like these refs sometimes make the NBA kind of rigged by the way they call the games and stuff? Do you feel like it's just theatrics, and do you just feel like the NBA is rigged?
Keep that same energy.
I've never felt this way till what just happened this past weekend.
Yikes.
I'm a fan of the game. I love the game. But at this point right now, it starts to make me question.
It was that bad?
It was that
Nah,
bad.
it was
bro.
bad,
It
bro.
was bad.
Yeah.
It was
Even
bad.
me, I was looking.
You talking about
Talking
the
about the
game
Golden
yesterday.
State.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
the
was
Golden
bad.
State.
It was that
I
bad.
never
missed like 8
felt this
fouls.
way. I used to, every time people used to talk about it, I'm like, yo, come on, man. Like, that's not true. But because of the way this game happened last night, the way the game transpired, it really starts to make me question.
So you're not going to take into consideration all the threes they miss?
I was about to say that.
No, it ain't about the threes,
not
bro.
about-
It's about the calls.
You can't rig 27 straight
but
missed
see,
threes.
That's the thing, bro. If you feel like you drive into the paint and then they call in a charge every time you do that, and then your only option is to shoot threes.
But that's not their plan. Plan is to shoot 45 threes, 50 threes.
No, but I'm
despite
just saying,
that,
like-
even behind the 3-point line, they was still James Harden was still getting hacked.
NBA rig,
Yeah.
pop and flop, Hyper.
Yeah,
Well, that's not really a.
yes or no? I think it's a yes or
If
no.
you think it's
It's a
if you
pop
think
if
it's
it's
rigged,
rigged.
it's pop for
Is
you.
that-
If you think it's a
yeah,
flop,
okay,
if you
okay,
know
so
it's
yeah,
flop.
pop.
All right. If didn't once upon a time these referees actually
Phil
like
Donahue.
confess?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this one.
If that didn't come out, then I wouldn't even have that in my mind. So it's definitely a possibility. Not even a possibility. It's a pop, nigga, because it happened before.
Yeah, in the
It's the
90s.
fact that it happened before. Yeah.
I didn't really watch I only watched the fourth quarter because I was at a barbecue, so I watched it on my
You
phone.
don't got to watch the whole game. Just in the whole NBA in general. Do you think it's the referees are?
Nah, I just say flop. It is what it is. Referees miss calls. I
Yeah,
can't call it.
Yeah,
You don't care?
A lot of
I never
calls.
said I can't. I said I can't call it.
No, I heard.
referees.
It's
the
The
truth.
referees miss calls. Like
Yep.
at the end, this ain't a perfect system. This is not a. It's not a machine saying this is the like. Don't they do like the 2-minute report or some
Yeah.
shit like that? Like
Granted, Chris Paul ain't play last night. Son,
Yo, Hyper feel away, son.
It's Paul's.
Hold his hammy, bro.
Hyper feel away.
It's a flop.
that shit got me tight though.
It's
I'm
a-
not gonna hold you.
It's a flop for me. I think it is what it is. Players come out how they come out. The game is what it is. That's a flop for me.
yeah. I don't think it's rigged.
I think it's a pop. I think it's rigged, and I think it's rigged because it's a business. Any type of business that, you know what I'm
It's
saying,
nothing is
make
straight.
that amount of
Somebody's
money,
doing some under.
There's going to be some underhanded shit going on.
Yep.
Might be, but it wouldn't be for winning and losing. It would have been about point spread. It wouldn't be about losing. That's why I don't think it's rigged. 'Cause
I mean,
if it was
think
about
about it,
rigged,
the
it'll
more-
go about points.
the
It
more
wouldn't do
games-
about winning and losing. If it was about winning and losing games, like it can't be it's rigged because they won by 10. So you can't tell me it's rigged.
So what about?
But you could tell me if it's if you could tell me if it's about one close shot or something like that, or if the points, if they always under 90 or something like that.
So what?
Then yeah, you could
So
tell
what about
me.
the ref? Weren't the ref getting paid like on
Phil
the
Donahue.
low?
Phil Donahue.
Yo, you remember
he was,
that name
He was getting
vividly.
No, he was getting paid off the point spreads. Like if they won by 5 or won
No,
by.
it was by
but-
calls too,
no,
bro.
No.
He said,
But what I'm saying, of course, he orchestrated.
never
He
got in trouble? He got in
orchestrated
trouble for
calls.
Yeah, he got kicked
Yeah.
out. And he said it's still players, it's still refs now.
Exactly.
Of course,
If
I'm
it's
sure he's
still
gonna.
there,
He
He's gonna.
orchestrated. Yeah, he orchestrated it by. It's not because of wins. It was off the point
regardless
spread.
of what he did, it happened before, and there's no doubt that the other referees is doing that shit too.
Yeah, but it wasn't about wins or losses. It was about the point spread. Because honestly, you could tell when somebody's cheating you to make you lose a game. It's harder to find out when somebody's just making you try. All right, I'm starting to call more calls when the game is losing. When the game is already won, all right, I'm not gonna call a foul on this one.
Just
I'm
Google
not
Phil
gonna-
Donahue, man.
Yeah, I'm not gonna call foul on this one, or I'm just gonna let something go. You know what I mean? It's different.
All right, moving along, pop and flop. I had a huge, I wouldn't call it argument, but a back and forth with somebody. So I want to throw this in and just get you guys on pop and flop on it. Is Biggie the greatest rapper of all time? Hyper.
Damn.
Yeah, it's something to think about, but don't think too long.
He said, "Damn."
Don't think too long, bro.
I'm gonna say pop.
I don't want to be biased. Off top, I'm gonna say he is the greatest, but since his life was short lived, it's hard to tell. But for the little that I've gotten from him, I ain't seen nobody better than him lyrically, wordplay, none of that, bro. So,
Yep.
and I'm from Brooklyn too, so yeah, pop.
Yeah, for what you said as far as like how much content he was able to put out. What was it, like 3 albums?
3
Two.
albums. 3.
Albums. It was
If
like
you're
wrong.
on
Born again.
yeah,
Ready
if you
to
want
die, born
if you want to
again,
include
life
that,
after death.
Say it again.
if you want to include
Ready to
Born
die, born again, and
No,
life after death.
was Born Again's the last one.
Born Again was the last
I'm
one.
just
so it's
mentioning
ready to
the 3
die.
albums.
You want
That's why I said
Predator,
if you
no.
want to include that.
Okay.
But it's really.
I thought y'all was gonna include Life After Death as double this as 3. I'm like, what y'all doing?
Unless y'all want to add Biggie Small duets.
Nah, get out of here. That's P
Pop and flop quick.
Diddy
Pop
album.
and flop quick.
Try to
Pop
roll
and
his
flop.
legacy
off
with
of
that
the
one.
short like term that he had, it's a pop for me because I could have just imagined how better he was going to get.
Facts.
Or how like shit, it would have been amazing.
To me, it's a flop. June.
He's my favorite.
This nigga
He's
from
my
Queens,
favorite
that's
rapper
why.
of all time. But
Queens nigga.
nah, it's a flop.
That's a flop.
What?
There
Nah,
it
so
is.
That nigga's gonna be tight, boy.
It is.
Wait. One more.
Bro.
So y'all would say what? Jay is the
Nigga,
greatest?
them niggas is Queens, bro.
No, I'm not Queens.
Nah,
Nigga,
I ain't from
Jay.
Queens.
To be
Talking
continued, Ali Similar Podcast,
Nigga,
episode
don't
number
cut niggas
8.
off like that, nigga.
And we are out of here.
Work for you.
The Oddly Similar Podcast.